Hey guys, I'm Vibe, Root Vibe, and I play Zerg for Root Gaming, and I'm from USA.
So Vibe, how did you end up getting involved in esports?
I ended up getting involved in esports by I have like a competitive nature, my personality is a competitive nature, and I've always been a gamer my whole life, but ever since StarCraft II came out, I really wanted to like try to take it to the next level. So right before StarCraft II came out, I had the idea of becoming a pro gamer, and that's pretty much the mentality I had going into the game, and that's where I am now.
All right, now, you're here at Red Bull Studios. How have you seen Red Bull jump into this whole esports game?
It's definitely cool. Like they invited a bunch of the top players, and it's a really cool atmosphere that I haven't ever experienced personally. With like just having like a nice round table practice area to like play with a bunch of other top players that you wouldn't otherwise get a chance to do that with. And like Red Bull's just really cool in the fact that like I've been a fan of Red Bull for so long. Like the X Games, like extreme athletes and stuff like that, like action sports and stuff, and the fact that now they're doing gaming stuff as well, it's awesome. It's really cool.
Well, you mentioned top players. Well, at a venue like this, the environment, how does it compare to, let's say, Korea when it comes to esports?
I can't speak too in depth on that because I've never been to Korea, but it's like I feel like it's a good step in the right direction, because I mean it definitely brings like a similar atmosphere to what Korea offers, where it's like a bunch of condensed really good players in the same area, and they all feed off each other and get better just by competing with each other. So it's definitely like a similar feel, but it's still like falls short of Korea just because Korea is Korea. It's just so established.
So the idea you're getting at here is, as long as you're surrounded by better competition, that's what you're going to level up with, and that's what you'll play, and that's how you get better.
Yeah, I mean, definitely having like a lot of really competitive people around you make you want to try harder, and then if you have something to compete for and actually have a goal to strive for in the end, that gives everyone like motivation to want to play. And since it's so competitive, everyone just drastically will improve because everyone's trying to beat everyone, and it's the best way to like improve the scene, in my opinion.
Now, in StarCraft II, what is the secret to your own success?
For me, I would say it's just a lot of ladder, and it's actually, I feel like it's really good practice because I actually play on the Korean ladder, that's known as the hardest one, and it's pretty challenging for me because there's like a lag and delays with all that kind of stuff that I have to deal with here because I'm playing from the United States. But I feel like it's really good preparation for tournaments that, like the kind of tournament formats we have here. For instance, like this next tournament that's happening, the MLG Open Bracket. It's like you don't even know who you're gonna play, and it's like opponent after opponent after opponent nonstop. You don't really break, and you could play like 5 matches in one day, and it could be anyone in the tournament. So I feel like ladder, that kind of has the same feel, where you don't know who you're gonna play. You just have to prepare for kind of everything and make sure all your matchups are solid. So I feel like that, and that's how a lot of our formats are here for tournaments, like open qualifiers or whatever. So I feel like that's a really good form of practice. And then I also mix that in with like custom games with teammates, and just we share ideas and stuff like that.
So it's basically forcing you to be an extremely well-rounded player as opposed to specializing in one style of play.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Korea. They have like, you see their opponent and they have like a week to prepare, and then it's all like, they get like super in-depth builds designed for that one person. And then in like America, it's more, you get that sometimes here. Like for instance, WCS kind of is adopting that feel kind of, but it's like once you pass the group stages, I guess that's more or less how it is. But yeah, I would think over here it's all about like, you don't know who you're gonna play. It's a little bit more random, so I feel like just being a well-rounded player is more required here.